You've looked at the world your whole life, but have you ever felt that you're not truly seeing it? That just beneath the surface of your days, another reality is breathing, a presence you can almost touch but cannot name. They told you this feeling was just imagination, but the ones who knew, the mystics, the lovers, they knew this feeling is not an accident, it is an awakening. The great master, Ibn Arabi, taught that this quiet stirring is a dormant organ of the soul beginning to remember. He called it the eye of the heart. In his tongue, Basirah. This isn't just a metaphor, it is a faculty of vision as real as your own two eyes. But this eye sees meaning, not just matter, and for most of us it is veiled. The world is loud, your mind is busy, and the heart, as the Qur'an says, becomes blind to the truth it was made to see. Tonight, we don't just learn a concept, we enter a secret, the secret of Basirah. We will listen to the whispers of Ibn Arabi and walk the path to awaken the eye that is already inside of you. The problem is not that you lack this vision, the problem is that it is asleep. Ibn Arabi taught that the human heart is a mirror created for one purpose, to reflect the divine reality. He said that when the cosmos was brought into being, it was like a dark, unpolished mirror, and your heart is that mirror. But over time, with every attachment, with every fear, with every moment of forgetting, a rust begins to form, a dust settles. Soon, the mirror is so clouded, it no longer reflects the light of the real. It only reflects the sad, small story of a self you were never meant to be. This is the blindness the scriptures speak of, having eyes that look but do not see. We mistake the garment for the wearer, the shadow for the light. But Ibn Arabi offers a way back, not a way of getting something new, but a way of returning, a path of purification, of polishing the mirror so it can finally do what it was made to do, receive the light. This journey of polishing, this is the journey to open the eye of the heart. To understand how to awaken Basirah, you must first understand the heart, not the muscle in your chest, but the qalb, the subtle spiritual center of your being. For Ibn Arabi, this is not just a part of you. It is the very place where God gazes. It is the locus of divine self-disclosure, what he called tajalliyat. Think of reality as a silent, endless river of divine light. This light is always revealing itself in a million forms, in the lines on a leaf, in the silence between two sounds, in the face of a stranger. These are the tajalliyat, but to witness them, you need a place within you capable of receiving them. That place is the polished heart. When the mirror is clean, you don't just see a tree, you witness a signature of divine art. You don't just hear a noise, you feel a vibration from the source of all things. This is why Ibn Arabi taught that the heart is always turning, always in taqallub. The word qalb itself means to turn, to shift, because the heart must be soft enough to turn with every new reflection of the divine, to hold the 1,000 forms without ever losing sight of the one they come from. A heart that is awake has two eyes, one that sees the sacred order, the transcendence, and another that sees the sacred presence, the immanence, in every small thing. When they are in balance, you have Basirah. You are no longer looking at the world, you are seeing through it. So how do we begin? Not with a grand gesture, but with a quiet turning inward. The journey to awaken the eye of the heart doesn't begin with an act, but with an intention. Before any work can begin, two things must be true in you: ikhlas, sincerity, and tazkiyah, the purification of your inner world. Sincerity is not just honesty, it is purifying the why of your journey. Is this for you, for status, for experiences, or is it for God alone? Purification is the slow, patient work of sweeping away the dust from the mirror, the envy, the anger, the pride, the rust that keeps the heart from seeing clearly. As Rumi said, the tongue is the mirror of the heart. If the heart is clouded, your life will be too. With this ground prepared, you can begin the work itself. The first tool is the oldest tool, Dhikr, the remembrance of God. A sacred tradition says, hearts rust like iron, and their polishing is the remembrance of God. This is not a mindless chant. It's a conscious turning. Whether you repeat a divine name silently or whisper it in the dark, each repetition is like a gentle pass of a polishing cloth. You are wiping away the rust of forgetting, the dust of your busy day. And this polishing is paired with Tafakkur, contemplation. If Dhikr is the polishing of the mirror, Tafakkur is the turning of that mirror inward, away from the noise of the world, to gaze at the realities that breathe inside of you. You reflect on the signs of God in the world and the signs of God in your own soul. As one master said, 1 hour of contemplation is better than a lifetime of worship, because in that hour you are training the heart to see the meaning behind the form. You are learning to listen. For Ibn Arabi, the Qur'an is not a book you read, it is a living ocean that reads you. Tadabbur is the practice of deep, slow reflection on its verses, not with your mind, but with your heart. You don't just recite the words. You take a single verse, a single phrase, and He is with you wherever you are, and you let it live in you for a day or a week. You stop asking what it means, and you start asking where it's true. Where is He now in this quiet moment, in this ache, in this joy? You let the verse become a key that unlocks a room in your own experience. Through this, the Qur'an stops being a text and becomes a direct channel for tajalli, unveiling secrets inside the polished mirror of your heart. This is where the path leads. It is held in the great secret. Whoever knows their self knows their Lord. The eye of the heart doesn't just open to see the world differently. It opens so you can see yourself for the first time. This is Marifah, intimate knowledge, not a theory, but a tasting, talk. By watching your own heart turn and shift, by witnessing the divine names reflected in your own being, you come to know that you are not an isolated self. You are a place of manifestation. Your seeing is His seeing. Your hearing is His hearing. As Ibn Arabi says, in that moment of true seeing, He is your mirror and you are His mirror. And the fuel for this entire journey is Mahabbah, love. Love is the longing that makes the seeker begin. It is the fire that gives you the patience to polish the mirror. And it is the final fruit of vision. When the eye of the heart opens, you don't just see God. You see the divine beauty everywhere, radiant in every atom, shining in every face, and this changes you. It gives birth to a mercy, a compassion for all things, because you see the same light shining in them that is struggling to shine in you. This is not a formula. It is not a quick fix for the soul. It is a slow, quiet, lifelong returning. It asks for patience. It asks for discipline. And as the masters have always said, it asks for the grace of guidance, a teacher who can help you read the subtle map of your own heart. But the journey home begins with a single step. The invitation tonight is not to arrive, but just to begin. After this, find a quiet moment. Close your eyes, and for a few minutes, just bring your awareness to your heart. Silently, gently, begin a soft Dhikr. Let the intention be only this, to polish the mirror. Then just hold one sacred truth in your heart. Let it be your companion. Don't strive. Don't look for visions. Just practice being present with the silence in your own chest. This is the first step. This is how you reclaim the vision you were born with. If this path of awakening calls to you, consider subscribing to Heart's Whisper to continue this journey with us. To help us keep this space dedicated to the heart's work, you can offer financial support by becoming a channel member or show your appreciation for this video by using the thanks button. Your support makes this work possible. The secret of Basirah is that it is not something you gain, it is something you unveil. It is already here, waiting beneath the noise, beneath the rush, beneath the stories you've told yourself. It is the journey from looking to truly seeing. And as Ibn Arabi promised, this seeing changes everything. The world doesn't change, your vision of it does. A tree becomes a prayer, a human face becomes a divine reflection, every moment becomes a gate. The inward journey is the only one that truly matters. It is the slow, sacred work of polishing the mirror of the heart until it is so clear, so pure, that it reflects nothing but the light it was made for. Ibn Arabi left us with this truth, a key to unlock it all. It is He who is revealed in every face, sought in every sign, gazed upon by every eye.